Naya here, also known as Nayita. So today I'm going to be breaking down Urdhva Dhanurasana, which is wheel pose. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to get nice and warmed up to have a proper and yummy wheel. And let's get started. So in wheel, there's a lot going on. You're contracting the back side of the body as you open the entire front side of the body up, just meaning that a nice lunge would be perfect. So let's start a lunge, and I highly recommend you do this on both sides. Ankle underneath the knee, on your fingertips, and you're stretching the left psoas on this one, and do the other side so you could have both sides even. Maybe curl the toes and come up, breathing here. Then slowly, when you're ready, come down, uncurl the toes, and try the other side. Another prep would be Urdhva Camel pose. So 2 fists in between the knees, and my feet are right behind the knees, so if I look here, they're pretty much invisible behind. When I'm ready, I place my hands on my lower back, and I like to place my fingertips up. Some people like to put their wrist on or their fists on their lower back. I'm breathing here and opening my chest here as I slowly lean back, sending my hips forward, creating space, and again contracting the back side of my muscles as I open my chest, stretching my abs, my hip flexors and iliopsoas, my quads. Maybe I grab my heels, engaging my glutes. 2 more deep breaths here. Maybe if it's comfortable, drop the neck. And then slowly coming back. And maybe sit down. Try that a few times along with your lunge. That's 2 preps. Shoulders are extremely important because you're opening here. You want your head to be free and your shoulders down and away from the ears. So let's create some space in the upper body. With that being said, maybe grab a strap if you have one, or use your shirt or a towel. And let's start with Gomukhasana arms. So as you inhale, arms sweep up. As you exhale, bend the right elbow, grab it with the left hand. Try to place the right hand behind your neck and maybe crawl the fingers a little bit lower towards in between the shoulder blades. You could stay here. Notice if you're already back bending, if you can you engage the core, keep a straight spine, and drive the knuckles underneath the knuckles, the finger pads, into your lower back. I mean, not your lower back, your upper back, around the thoracic spine. And if you can, release the left hand, wrap it around the back, and try to reach the fingertips. And if you can, the strap goes in the upper hand, and then you could grab the strap or the towel or whatever you have, maybe your clothes. But if you can, try to grab the fingertips and create a nice bind here. Pressing the back of the head into the arm. 1 more deep breath, and then slowly release. For my benefit, I'm going to do the other side really quickly. And then you could play with your entry. I like to do the top hand first, but you could definitely do the bottom one and maybe grab the elbow. Wiggle the hand to center. Get the top arm here. And breathe. 1 more deep breath. And then slowly release. Okay, time to go on the ground, getting ready. So lay down on your mat, take a deep breath, and I just tell you take a deep breath because I have to take a deep breath, to be honest. Okay, so move the soles of the feet are on the ground, move the heels a little bit closer to your sit bones. Maybe your fingertips graze your heels, or maybe you could grab the ankles, whatever benefits you. And I'll give you 2 variations here, actually 3 for bridge, just getting the spine warmed up. As you exhale, I know it's, I usually say inhale, hips up, but this time I want you to contract your muscles, your abs, squeeze in. Before we come up, I want you to feel your feet into the ground, just root them. And now that you have that action, pretend that you want to attempt to drag the feet away from each other, just activating the outsides of the legs. Once you have that, then as you exhale, slowly bring the hips up. So the palms can stay down, or maybe interlace your hands behind you, shimmy the shoulders closer to the heels, and press into the feet. Deep belly breaths here. And slowly come down. Release the hands. So as you come up, I want the knee to be in line somewhat with the hip. So notice if your knees are splaying out, can you activate the inner thigh muscles to keep it nice and straight? Maybe a trick would be to place a block in between the thigh muscles, and as you go up, try to squeeze them. When you're ready, let's do a second time, and I highly encourage you just to keep going, playing with this as much as you can. I'm going to take a deep breath. As I exhale, I come here. Maybe I hold on to my ankles this time, going a little bit deeper. Pressing into the back of my head to create some space for my neck. The front side of it. One more deep breath. And then I slowly come down. Nice. With that being said, I just remembered this awesome stretch, which is for my quad, because I felt like I had to stretch it out real quick. So let me do that on one side just to show you how it is, and then I'll move on to Urdhva Dhanurasana. So I come back up, and I come back into my lunge. Ankle underneath the knee, breathing here. Both hands on the knee, extend my torso back. Now I want to grab my ankle with the right hand, if I can, with both. And notice really quickly if I'm on the knee. If you can, try to be on the top part of that area, so you're not directly on it. If it bothers your knee, place a blanket underneath as well. So I'm reaching here, grabbing my ankle. So I'm not just hanging here. I want to drag my front heel towards the back of the room or wherever you are situated, and then I'm dragging my right knee towards the front. So attempting to keep this action, then slowly letting go. And getting ready for Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel. Coming back to that bridge pose. So bridge is a great foundation, and it really helps you build up here to get into full wheel. So play as much as you can with your bridge, getting ready for a wheel pose. I'll do this variation of bridge, and then I'll come into the next posture. So if you can, grab the ankles. As you exhale, bring it up. Stay here for one breath. Let go of the ankles. Place the hands on the outside of the ears. Frame your head. Then slowly come up to the crown of the head and see if you could grab the ankles again. Pressing into my feet. Keep activating the inner thighs. And then slowly place my head. My head is already on the ground. I place my hands on the ground. And as I exhale, I straighten my arms as much as I can. Breathing here. Release my neck. Breathe. Squeeze your glutes, hips up high, and move the chest forward. One more deep breath. And then slowly, as you come down, tuck the chin, bend the elbows, gracefully bring it back down. I'm going to do one more time. I just need a breath. Okay. Okay, wheel pose. You're gonna frame your head with your hands. Hands on the outside of the ears. Elbows face up. Deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, you're going to press into the feet. Hips come up, engage your glutes, and come to the top, to the crown of your head. Maybe walk the fingers a little bit closer. And then, as I inhale through my nose, exhale, press up. Spread your fingers. Engage here. Make sure the heels are right behind the toes. Pressing into my feet, engaging my glutes, moving my chest forward. And then slowly come down. Third wheel, I'll do with my legs together. So when I come into Urdhva Dhanurasana, my full wheel pose, I'm going to extend my legs, bring my big toes touch. My heels are slightly apart, just like in Tadasana. I use my quads to straighten my legs as much as I can. And then I press my chest forward. And the action is to try to get the palms to move closer to the heels. I know you're inverted, it's a little bit confusing, but just practice and it'll all click once you're ready. So let's try with straight legs. When you're ready, come into your wheel. Okay, when you're ready, come into your wheel. So I'm gonna move my feet forward. And as I do, I bring my big toes together, extend my legs, squeeze my glutes, kneecaps up, 5 deep breaths here. Relax my head. And slowly come down. Bending the knees, tucking the chin, bending the elbows, and release and relax. So that is your full wheel Urdhva Dhanurasana, and I have a mustache of sweat. It's crazy how just stretching just opens your body up and you just start sweating out of nowhere. It's invigorating, it's a heart opener, and it's really interesting to just try. You either dislike back bends or you really love them. And again, just practice is key. Continue to build the foundation so you could have a solid and great practice. It's a lifelong journey and enjoy every single moment of it. With that being said, answering a random quick question via Instagram. How many languages do you speak? I speak English, Spanish, and I could read and write in Hebrew. However, I have no idea what I'm saying. So in religious matters, I know my prayers and stuff, but after that, that's pretty much it. And I can understand a little bit of Portuguese and Italian just because, I speak Spanish. Thank you for watching. Check out my website, naidavp.com. My Instagram is naidavp. And love and light. Thank you so much. Mwah. Namaste.